So we may not have our futuristic jetpacks, but I think that things have changed in a way that I wouldn't have predicted when I was in my early 20s, and I worked at the Reed Library at the University of Western Australia. I worked in a art library, and we had a whole lot of little slides that we had to file each and every night by Santa Cruz schema, and students would come and they'd have wonderful pictures of art pictures that they had only one copy for the entire university maybe, and that was the only access that these art students had across all the people studying at that university, just one image. And you know, things are so very, very different now. And when I was working in public libraries, when I was working in that library, people might come up and say, I need a picture of a cow, and you'd look and think, do I remember seeing any pictures of cows recently? Now, of course, we can go to Google, we can type in Google Images, cow image, cow, and get heaps of them. We could not do that once within my living memory. And now, you know, this is where the jetpack comes in. If I want to know what song's playing on the radio, I can get my Shazam app out on my iPhone, put it up, and it will tell me what song's playing. It'll even tweet it out on Twitter. And if I find a book in a shop that I like, I can get out my snaptell app, take a photo of it, and it will tell me not only what it is, but which online shops have got access to it and how much it costs. I would love to see something like that set up, maybe with the National Library, so you could take a photo of a book and then you could see which of your near libraries have it using WordCat. However, what I want to do is focus on something called Tineye, because I've been doing a bit of a playing. Tineye lets you take an image and see where it is featured on the internet. So this is one of my favourite images. It's by my friend Cindy Trainer. This, you may have seen this because people keep reusing it, which is why it's a nice little image. This is Cindy. It's called, I think, Today I Am a Librarian. I'll put a link to it underneath this. So I'm going to right click on that and I'm going to copy the URL. I'm going to go back to Tineye, and now I'm going to paste the URL in, and it will show me where on the internet this image has been used. So if we have a look. Okay, so 18 results, and you can see what I've done is I've actually got it sorted on most changed. So you can see that somebody has actually used this in one of their, let's just open this up, in the header for their blog. It's one of the images that they've whacked into the header of their blog. This one I think is really interesting and a little bit cheeky if they haven't spoken to Cindy about it. This is one of the libraries, I'm not going to name the library, where what they've done is they've actually, let's open this, open image in a new tab. You can see that what they've done is they've actually, it's a bit hard to see, but they've somehow got something like Photoshop and put a filter on it and actually changed it so that it looks like a little cartoon, which is kind of a bit naughty. And then there's this one here. Where's the other one? Where on Flickr somebody has actually put this one up on Flickr. Let's actually look at the photo page, where they've got a picture, there's Cindy's photo, and underneath it, and it's behind the library brand, Perceptions of Library report, put a face on a book, it says. Morton Moll's photo stream. So you can see that if you wanted to know how your image was being used, or even if somebody came to you and said, I've got this painting, I don't know where it's from, you can use something like Tineye. Now the last thing I want to show you, because this was my other little example I was playing with, and I thought this was very funny when I put it into Tineye. This is the reading room, La Trobe reading room at the State Library of Victoria. The image is actually used courtesy of David Iliff, so I'm acknowledging him. But if we have a look at this one, and let's just copy the URL for this, copy image URL, and we'll go back to Tineye, tineye.com, whack it in, where are we, paste URL here, and what I really liked is it doesn't come up as the most changed image, it comes up as the biggest image, but was this one here. because I thought this was just hilarious. This image right here, this is a Chinese mail order site. I just thought this was fantastic. It's got the little picture from Wikipedia of the State Library of Victoria reading room, the La Trobe reading room, and then it's got, they put these e-readers over the front. I'm just really very, very impressed that this tool was able to pick that up. So, you know, I may not have my jetpack and flying car, but compared to the, oh my goodness, I can't remember which book I last saw a cow in thing that I used to do about 20 years ago, things are looking pretty good.